Good evening, hello, and welcome to part 3 of a 3-part series on painting that I'm working on for Harry, the happy Brittany hunting dog. I'm doing it for, as I mentioned, for therapy partners, and Harry's going to be part of the Vinci Dogs. So I've been working on it. Actually, I worked on it all last night. So if you're looking at it, you're going, God, that doesn't quite look like what it did look like. Well, yeah, I stayed up late and worked on it to kind of bring it together. And so that's where I am now. And I'm going to do a little bit of touch-ups. I did notice when I was looking at some of the photographs or the photographs of the painting and photographs of the puppy, there was a few little places that probably could have a little bit more work. And so I went ahead and kind of went after those places and cleaned those up. So right now I'm hoping I'm just getting down to the final touches. And trying to use a brush. She's got a lot of hair that kind of flies and swirls and things like that. And so I'm trying to get that picked up. And then there's shadows or gray in areas back under here. And I changed up, probably the one thing that if any of you will look at, I did change up her, or his scarf that he's wearing. And he's got a lot of little dog prints. So I went ahead and added those in to his scarf. By the way, if I can do a commercial right now, my son, as you know, is coming in tonight, and he is with Dance Conservatory, Seattle. He and his husband have set that up. And here's a painting I did of him, if I can figure out where the lens is, that I did of him dancing under Mount Rainier. And so Dance Conservatory of Seattle, go check it out. And like it. You'll probably see most of Josh's posts will be on Instagram, and he tends to use Instagram more than Facebook. Oh. You got to be careful, because I don't want to get carried away and do too much and wind up covering up some of the things that I like. And advantages and disadvantages of working too fast with the brush. I do notice when I look into the picture, I do not I see kind of like a white bulge back here. Right there, and it doesn't look right. I'm going to round that out a little bit, smooth it out a little bit. But for right now, I think I'm pretty close to where I need to be with being finished. So one of the things I've also figured out is if you paint things realistic all the time, when somebody looks at it, they go, that's not right. And so you got to abstract it just a little bit to make it more appealing to the eye and more understanding. So I always like to tell people that only paint realistic and they don't understand abstracts well. If you're going to paint it and paint it right, you got to abstract it a little bit. So with that, the one thing I have not done yet is finish with my signature. And also and I'm real excited. My daughter is working on a logo for me, and I used to use simply my art signature as my logo, but my daughter wound up telling me that, Dad, you can't do that. It's too complicated and too hard to print, or even make it as a print on a shirt or something. So definitely have changed it up a little bit, and we haven't released it yet. Probably sometime in the next week. So depending on when you're seeing this video, the new logo will be out. So with that, I'm gonna step back, let you have a little bit of a look of the painting. I add a little bit more to the sky up here. I put in some clouds, and I think that made it, kind of brought it all together and makes it a little bit better. Kind of excited about it, and so hopefully the new owners of this painting are going to enjoy it. The one thing I do need to do, and I've done a little bit on this side, and I've got to do a little bit more up here on the top, which is put a black edge on it, and then it'll be ready for hanging. So anyway, thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube, Peter Grant Fine Art, but then also on my webpage at Peter Grant Fine Art, or you can just type in Peter Grant Art and it'll take you to the same webpage. If you're on Facebook, you can go to Peter Grant Fine Art or the World of Peter Grant Fine Art, and then Instagram. I'm on there as Peter Grant Fine Art. So reach out to me if you're interested in finding a painting. You can find it on my webpage. If you're interested in buying one, that's where they're being displayed for sale. And what I really love are commissionings. So if you would like to have me do a painting, reach out to me at Peter Grant Fine Art 13 at gmail.com, or send me a text at 256-509-0449. And all that information you can probably find on any of my websites, or on the website, or on my Facebook pages. So check it out, and I would love to talk to you about painting your puppy or doing something special with a horse or many of those other things. So you have a great evening, and it's almost time for me to go pick up my son, Josh, coming in tonight. Take care. Bye-bye.